Hey guys, it's Casey here at Detroit Rebuild. We want to do a quick video for you guys today to explain what we at Detroit Rebuild Specialists offer in our Inframes. First, we'll start with the parts availability. As you can see here, we have no problem getting parts. We got oil pumps in stock, we got liner kits in stock, we got everything we need to build engines in stock at Detroit Rebuild. This is what we offer here. This is our standard overhaul, and these are all the parts that are going to come in our overhauls. So we'll start with the liners. You're going to get 6 OEM liners. You're going to get 6 pistons. You're going to get a brand new oil pump. You're going to get brand new injectors. This is very, very important. If you're doing an in-frame, you need to replace your injectors. And if you're shopping around getting prices, make sure if you compare shops that they're putting a 6-pack of injectors in your truck. So I would say 85% of the overhauls that we do are because of a failed injector. If you've got a failed injector, do not reuse those injectors. You're going to be back in the same boat you were before the damage occurred. You're going to get basically all your gaskets, your intake manifold gaskets, your exhaust manifold gaskets, your coolant manifold gaskets. This O-ring here goes on the back of the head. It's the ear cover O-ring. You're going to get brand new pickup tube O-rings, a brand new oil suction manifold, new oil filter standpipe, new fuel filters, new rod bearings with rod bolts. We always replace the rod bolts whenever we do an in-frame, and then main bearings. All right, you're going to get thrust washers, and then all your gaskets, your cam frame housing gasket, oil pan gasket, valve cover gasket. This guy here is your crankcase breather. All right, this is what leaks oil out. We got a video online about that. Your gasket for the block, and then your gasket for the seal at the bottom. You're going to get new oil pressure sensor, coolant hose, EGR hose, and then some more connecting pipes for the EGR cooler. Brand new high pressure fuel lines. Detroit recommends you replace these whenever you take them off. They're a one-time use. You're going to get injector fuel line seals, turbo mounting gasket, and O-ring, and then obviously your head gasket. Inside the head gasket is going to be a sub kit. Inside that sub kit has most of the parts that we talked about up here. The cam frame housing, this gasket, your fuel line seals, all that comes inside the sub kit. You're also going to get a new set of front and rear injector harnesses. That's that. New air filter, brand new coolant, brand new oil, and then the cylinder head. Every overhaul we do comes with a brand new cylinder head. So like I said in the beginning, when you're shopping around looking for prices, this cylinder head's $5,800. So if you got somebody quoting you $6,000 less than somebody else, you might wonder, what's the big difference? Well, make sure that the parts that you're getting are like for like. If that quote doesn't have a head on it, then of course it's going to be $6,000 cheaper than us. So the one part I missed was the oil cooler. Not all in-frames need an oil cooler. But if you have oil in your coolant from a failed injector, then you're going to get an oil cooler. That adds a little bit more to the price, but you got to have it. We got to flush that. We got to flush the module, replace the cooler, and put the cooler back on with a new gasket. So this is everything standard in our overhauls. And then obviously, if you want a fuel pump, if you want a water pump, if you want a new turbo, we can add any of those parts to the in-frame. And obviously, we inspect all those parts for you while we have your engine tore down. We're not going to put a bad turbo back on your truck. We're going to say, hey, sir, you got a cracked turbo, or your turbines are bad. You need to go ahead and do this while we have it out. The quality of work that we do here is what separates us from the other shops down the road. We really go through your engine. We care about your engine. We care about quality. We pay attention to the small details, and that's what separates us from the other shops. So if you need an overhaul, if you think it's time for an overhaul, give us a call. We'll send you an itemized list of all this, how much it costs, how much the labor costs, and we'll answer any questions you might have.